History of doomed flight MH370, which disappeared with 239 people on board in 2014, could finally be solved.
News Corp has revealed a new search is set to be launched this year as evidence is re-examined to reveal what crucial clues were missed. Joining us live now is News Corp senior correspondent Charles Miranda. Charles, it seems extraordinary. Anything basic would have been missed in this initial search. The focus of the world was on this flight and where it might have been. So what happened to result in that?
Yeah, look, indeed, I guess as the years go by, there's new information always coming up. What they've done in this instance, though, is to crunch the numbers. So the numbers have always existed, but now they've really drilled down to look at the analytics, the data that was available from satellites, and found two very distinct alternate positions on the flight path that are worth searching. Now, these aren't extraordinary. They're not sort of way off the targets where they were looking before. What they are simply adjacent to the areas, but they're now saying these are high priority. They were not searched back in 2018 when the active seabed search was conducted, and are worth look now.
What makes you so confident that we will be able to find MH370?
Look, there is no guarantees. I think speaking to Ocean Affinity, which is the Texas-based world-leading experts in ocean floor topography and analysis and all the rest of it, and what they're saying is not so much the confidence, but it's passion. They are heavily invested in this emotionally. They are heavily invested in this financially, and they're determined to find it. They've met a lot of the families as well, and they're saying we want to do it for them, but also we want to do it for the world's great mystery that no one can understand could happen in this day and age.
So much is centred on the speculation around the pilot, which I suppose is troubling in of itself. It's someone else who has died in all of this, and has that made the sort of probing of what might have happened a little bit more awkward?
It's always going to be difficult for the families, particularly as we come up to the 6th anniversary next month as well. That's obviously a very trying time for a lot of the families that have to keep, I guess, to some extent, reliving these moments, reliving the grief they felt on back in 2014 when this happened. But it's one of those necessary things, I think, until we can find those black boxes and categorically work out what exactly happened. And that's still the great mystery. And that's why there's two very distinct areas, because there's two very distinct possibilities that they're focusing on now for what happened.
Mystery for the ages. Charles Miranda, thank you for your time. You can read the full story in today's News Corp newspapers or visit mh370.news.com.au to follow the rest of the investigation.
And don't forget to tune into Sky News, our exclusive two-part documentary, MH370, The Untold Story, revealing crucial new clues as investigators try to solve the aviation mystery. That's next week, February 19 and February 20, right here on Sky News.